What is up, guys? This is Smith262 and I'm back with another video for you guys up on Modern Warfare 3, up on the lovely map Dome, using the Type 95, of course, and the FMGs. And I want to say something quick about the FMGs. As we all know, I don't think the Type 95s are really that overpowered. I'll get to that after. But the FMGs, like, I don't really know what they were thinking when they were making this game, like when they're testing out their private beta and stuff like that, their closed beta. Like, the FMGs are really powerful. Like, look look at that. Like, I know they're powerful, I know they're overpowered and shit, but I just don't understand why they're overpowered. Like, why don't they fix this? Like, they put a patch out for it, but it's still powerful. Like, it still can kill you in a couple shots. Like, I don't understand what their beta tests out, because I believe they said, like, flip, we're not using the FMGs, let's not try this gun out, let's try every single gun out except for the FMGs. And of course the FMGs are flipping powerful as hell. So when you're ever playing Dome and you wanna like kind of do good, use the FMGs, because you know it's close corners. Like, you're gonna run into a guy like every second, and you know the FMGs are pretty good. Like, I could handicap myself and use a different gun, but why do that when you got the FMGs? That's my way of thinking it. Because, you know, you see everyone on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, why don't you use like different guns, like a different secondary gun? And I'll just be like, well, I handicap myself. If I face a guy with the FMG, you know I'm gonna lose that match. Like, even though I'm good at Call of Duty, like, you cannot beat those FMGs. As long as his shit's right on you, that's just gonna kill you in 2 seconds. Unless I'm just playing the sneaky game right there, I'm just waiting for them to go. And the Type 95, they remind me of exactly like the FAMAS from Modern Warfare 2. They can kill you in 1 shot, they can kill you in 2 shots. It's basically the same thing, in my opinion. People say the Type 95 is better, but I just say it's technically the same, because I would get 1 shots with the FAMAS as well. I just didn't use it as much because of the maps. But, you know, as you can see in this game, I'm using the assault rifles more than the submachine guns. Why? Because, I don't know, it's just the map setup. How the maps are set up. I think it's easier to use a assault rifle more than a submachine gun. But, you know, I still love the P90, and I'm just waiting. Like, I haven't really got back into Modern Warfare 3 yet. You know, I play it for like a couple hours, 3 hours here and there, almost every day. Probably like, I start at like maybe like 2 in the morning, and then I go up to like 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm just not like hooked on the game yet. And what really they need to do to make me hook back on the game, put a map pack out. Like, I'm just waiting for a map pack. I know that I seen one that was coming, but I'm not sure how they're gonna do this map pack thing. Like, I read online that they're gonna release 1 map in the map pack. Like, they're gonna release 1, and then 2 weeks later they're gonna release 1. Another 2 weeks later they're gonna release 1. Like, I don't want that. I want the maps all combined into 1. I don't know why they're gonna do that. You know, you don't change up something that, you know, that's already working. You know, unless you're gonna have a map pack every single week. Like, every single week there's gonna be a new map pack. Like, so I'm expecting like all these map packs until September if they're gonna do it like that. But I really want Modern Warfare 2 maps to come back. Of course, Call of Duty 4 maps. You know, like, people hate on it. Like, oh, you're paying for old maps. Like, those maps are really good. Especially for, you know, especially like Favela and Trailer Park and Terminal. Those maps are great in Modern Warfare 2. In Modern Warfare 3, of course, you have good maps. Better than Black Ops maps. Like, seriously, way better than Black Ops maps. Don't let me get started on Black Ops, because that's one of my most hated games. Like, I'm good at the game, I just don't like the game. I hate old school kind of games. I hate like World at War. I hate Black Ops. You know, I don't like these old school games. Like, I like the modern games, the futuristic games. Shout out to Killzone. But yeah, I just love those kind of games. So I'm just waiting for like a map pack to come out, so I stay hooked on that. Stay hooked on Call of Duty. And yeah, there's something else I want to talk about. What I want to talk about? Oh yeah, my brother's basketball game is today. I have to watch it online because they have their website where you can watch it at. So I'm gonna be watching it. It's supposed to be like a big game. The reason why is because he's facing his old team. So he went to a different school last year, so he was on a different basketball team. And he left that school because he didn't really like the school. And so he went over to the Manitoba Bobcats instead of playing for Regina. So now they're playing each other today. They're playing back-to-back games, so I'm gonna be watching that online. It's supposed to be a huge hype game. So hopefully my brother's team can win the game, and hopefully he can play good. Hopefully he can drop like 100 points in that game. But yeah, that's supposed to be interesting. So I'm gonna be watching that at like, I think it starts at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. So I'm gonna be watching that, and I think the Raptors play as well today. And goddamn, the Raptors! I really want them to do bad. Like, I don't want them to do good. And the reason why I don't want them to do good is I want a good draft pick. Because the team that we have now is not going to win the championship. It's not really going to get us far in the playoffs. We may get the 8th seed, but we're obviously going to get eliminated in the first round. So we need like a good player. And the only way we can really get good players nowadays is from the draft. Because I know a lot of players don't want to sign with Toronto. So we got to get a good draft pick. But we're 3-3 right now. So we're 500. We playing in Jersey today. They're 1-6 because their star player is injured. He's out for a few months. So even though they have Darren Williams, if you guys even follow basketball, but yeah, I really want us to do really bad this year so we get a good draft pick. But that's not seeming to happening. So I'm kind of pissed at that. But I guess it's good that we're winning. Like we're 3-3. It's not an amazing record, but who knows? If we beat the Nets today and the Nets are terrible, they're 1-6. We'll be 4-3, so we'll be over 500, and who knows what can happen then. But nowadays it's like all back to. There's a lot of back-to-back games going up in the NBA night right now. I've seen back-to-back games, which I never seen before, but it's happening because of their compressed schedule. But yeah, forget about the NBA right now. So yeah, Call of Duty. So I'm trying to get back into the game. Like I got back into it, but of course you have to get used to the sensitivity, which I did get used to. But what I hate is like when my first game back from coming to Modern Warfare 3, how I can carry my team. Like I shouldn't be carrying my team. Like they should be carrying me. Like that's what I hate. Like when I first come back to the game, like I find that I'm carrying people. Like I'm doing like dropping 40 kills, maybe dying 15 times, which in my opinion is carrying, while my teammates are doing terrible. They're like 20-19 and shit. Like I don't understand that. Like, and they're playing like every single day. Like I don't understand how I could take a month off and then all of a sudden just come back and then start carrying them. Gets me real frustrated. Like I want to be carried when I first come back, and I still have to put my A game on, even with my sensitivity is not max. Like I haven't really mastered it yet, but I'm getting to it now. But flipping this game right here, I went 84-13, 84-13 on Dome. So I was tearing it up on Dome. And one thing is, at the very end of the game, the guy pulls his plug. I was like, yo, what the flip? Why this guy pulls his plug? My best game, dropping 80 kills up on Dome, and this guy's seriously gonna pull his plug. So at the end, you can't see the scoreboard. So it goes into the final kill cam. And the final kill cam just cuts off. It just freezes there. So, but I did go 84-13. I checked that shit. I went to theater mode. I'm like, yo, 84-13. Okay, 84-13 games here. I thought it was gonna be like messed up because like my other video on Dome, like when I was doing my secret spot, the whole theater mode was just glitching up. So I got worried. So I was like, hopefully this doesn't happen to me again. But yeah, my team won 200-175. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a comment, like the video, and if you subscribe. And look at this beast thing right here. Bam, bam. What am I there? What is that? 5th prestige there? 4th prestige? Something like that when I was in this game. But I'll see you guys later.